here, welcome to the first in my brand new series, Stretch That Collection. As I explained in my haul video, which I will link down below if you haven't already seen it, I am buying small amounts of collections that have just recently come out, and I'm showing you how you can utilise just a small amount and make it look like you've got far more than you actually have. Now, before I get into that, what I would like to say is we all love the scrapbooking industry, and the less we buy, the less manufacturers will supply. So if you can afford to buy the whole collection and you want the whole collection, please do. Please go buy it so that manufacturers know that we love it and that we want to buy more. However, some of us are on a budget, and a very tight budget at that. So this is for those people who have been telling me that they don't buy anything from a collection because they can only afford a tiny amount of it, and they don't think that they can use a tiny amount of it and still get the same look. This is for you, because buy what you can afford and you can still get such a huge amount from a very small amount of the whole collection. I keep saying collection. Anyway, as you can see, what I'm doing here is just using a 6x6 pad. I have no 12x12 papers at all. So I've cut some strips at 3x6, and I am using those to paper piece and make it look as though I have far more than I actually do. So I've drawn around my photo, so I have a rough guide of where my photo is going to go. And I'm using my T-square ruler just to make sure that I'm getting these edges lined up, because that'll be a dead giveaway that the paper doesn't go all the way across if you don't line your edges up properly. So I'm just picking out some patterns that I think the colours match nicely and the patterns match nicely. Keeping some stripe in there because my daughter and I accidentally wore matching stripy tops, and that's what this whole layout is actually about. And as you can see, once I put my picture in place there, you can see that it covers a huge amount of real estate, and I've used next to nothing from my pad. So what I'm doing here, I'm trying to utilize as much of the white space as I can so that it looks as though I've got quite a lot of paper down, because you know we can all do a lot of blank space layouts. That's sort of cheating, really, isn't it, if I'm trying to show you how much mileage you can get just from a 6x6 pad. Anywho, I'm waffling as usual. What I bought from this collection was I bought the 6x6 pad, I bought the puffy stickers, and I bought the ephemera pack. And I bought the sticker sheet book thing. It's like a sticker book, then it's got some foil clear stickers, some cardstock stickers, and some alphas. So lots of bang for your buck with that. Oh, where have I gone? I've gone and just stitched that off screen, because if you've watched me previously, you know my sewing machine and we do not love each other. No, we don't. So I sew off camera so that you don't see me beating my inanimate object. Now, as you can see, that is the sum of my paper piecing for this one, and you can see I have covered almost all of that 12x12 piece of white cardstock, and you would not be able to tell that I've only used 6x6 paper pads to do so. Which, you know, if you can't afford the whole collection in 12x12, because you know it's what, £15 for the 12x12 book versus £6 for the 6x6. It's, you know, you spend what you can, don't you? And if this helps, then it means that you can buy some of the collection rather than none of the collection. Then that's perfect, isn't it? But yeah, I definitely don't want to encourage not buying at all, because otherwise, you know, that's not the point at all. So I'm just backing some of the ephemera here, a piece of the ephemera with some of the beautiful green striped paper, and just creating just a little bit more layering with the ephemera pack. The ephemera pack's beautiful actually, really, really useful, really versatile, and such a huge amount of florals. I'm going to use the Cool Mom wording from the Puffy sticker pack, but I am not a mom, I am British, and I am a mum or a mummy, so I'm going to cut into it and change the O to a U, because it would annoy me otherwise. Although hilariously I do actually use a... Oh, that's my dog. I do actually use a mom sticker that I don't care to change because it's so small. I'm just committing to my photo layout there, adding it some foam so that it sticks up off my backing. It sticks up off my layout. And just committing to the placement of the ephemera. I'm trying to keep it relatively contained to that 2/3 of the cardstock there that I've covered, just to make sure that that strip of white space there is kept relatively clear, for no other reason than I just like the way it looks. You can see I've just chopped into that there. I don't necessarily think I'm a cool mum, and surely my daughter would agree. But it worked for my titling on this one, so I'm going to go with it. And inevitably, when I have a picture of my daughter and I have birds in the collection that I'm using, I always use the birds up on her layouts because she's affectionately known as our birdie. My dog is being so obnoxious. She wants to come in and lie on her bed in the craft room, and I'm doing a voiceover, and she snores really loudly, so she cannot come in here while I'm doing voiceovers. So the top heart that I used has some gold foiling, so I'm just adding some more of the gold foiling with the sticker book just to make sure that it's in a few other spots on this layout. And then I'm going to go ahead and have a look through the sticker sheet and see if there's anything else I would like to use. And I decide that no, so I'm going to go and do a doodly border just to draw the eye right back in to my design rather than letting it float along that white space. It grounds it slightly and brings your eye back in. And I'm going to move that heart as well, because it's too far and it feels like it's floating. So I'm going to bring it further into my layout so it doesn't feel quite so floaty off the page. And I think I'm going to do a little journaling just at the side here, and you can tell that I wasn't sure if the journaling would work there, so I actually initially did it in pencil so that I could remove it if it wasn't going to work for me. And just some more of the beautiful puffy stickers, and I've added a few little hearts from my stash. I think they're Studio Calico puffy hearts, and that's about it for this layout. I'm going to come back with another essentially I'm going to keep going with this collection, showing you how much I can get from just the 6x6 pad, an ephemera pack, a sticker book, and the puffy stickers. So let me know down below what you think, if you think this is going to be useful for you, or if you think maybe it's not. Yeah, let me know down below. I'd love to know what you think, and I will be back really, really soon with the next one in this collection. So I will see you then. Thanks for watching.